Let's go to the elementary properties of groups. In some references, these are stated in the forms of theorem. And the first one we're going to talk about this time is the left cancellation law. This states that if we let G be a group under a certain binary operation star, if A star B is equal to A star C, then it's just equal to, or it implies that B is just equal to C for all A, B, and C element of the group G. In short, if we have this kind of expression, we can just simply take out or cancel the first entries on our left side, or that's why it's called left cancellation law, this A here and A, leaving just simply B equal to C. Take note that before we start doing this, we need to be reminded of what are the conditions for a certain set G to be a group under a certain binary operation star. At the same time, it's important for us to be reminded that we cannot simply interchange these two, saying that A star B is just equal to B star A, because there is no claim that our group G is an abelian group or there is commutativity. But we can use the rest of the conditions such as associativity, existence of identity, and existence of an inverse in showing this proof. So we start by, okay, let's start with the proof here. Okay, let us assume, of course, that this is actually true. Okay, so we start with A star B is equal to A star C for all A, B, and C element of our group G. Now, we don't know what is the binary operator stated here, so it works on general aspects. So we are going to start from here and hopefully end with the equality of B and C. Now, this A, B, and C may take any forms as long as what we define, how we define our group G. So they can be in integers, they can be matrices, etc., etc. The first thing we need to do here is actually introduce the inverse of A, the element that we are trying to cancel going to our B equal to C. So since G is already a group under star, that would mean that for every element in our G, specifically here on A, there exists an inverse. Okay, for each of the elements, there should also be inverse of B, inverse of C, so on and so forth. But we are going to use here the inverse of A, and we're going to do it like this. Okay, let's introduce the inverse of A and operate it, taking this into account as just one identity. So you have here A star B. And since this is an equality, let's also introduce the same on our right hand side, doing the same concept of taking this into one expression. So we introduce here the inverse of A, which is again existing in this group because it's already a group under star. The next property or condition that we are going to touch here is the idea of associativity. Since G is already a group under star, therefore G is associative under star rather. This would mean that from this grouping, we can establish a different grouping here where we group the inverse of A to our A, and we have here star B. By the way, before we continue, I forgot to emphasize why we place the inverse of A here than the other side, because we are using the left cancellation law. And if you're going to introduce the inverse of A on the right portions, it will not be, it is not necessarily difficult, but it would be far from our target, as we again did not assume that this is abelian or we have a commutativity here. So it's, since we are looking on left cancellation law, let's introduce the inverse of A on the left portions. And again, we have associativity here, and this also works on the right hand side as we associate the elements here. Okay, from this, what we need to do here is to look into the relationship of if we are going to operate the inverse of A and A on the same binary operation star. This actually results into the identity E. And E, the identity, exists and is unique for our group because this is already identified as group. So the result when we operate A inverse to A under the same operation star, that's actually equal to E, as we consider this generally as our identity. What we have here is E star B, and this is also true in the other side, E star C. The last part of this proof is just simply trying to take the result of E star B and E star C respectively. Now, since E is the identity element of this group under operation star, automatically, if you're going to operate it with any element, the result would be the element itself. So E star B is B, and E star C is also C. Now look into this, starting from the assumption that A star B is equal to A star C, we are now down to the generalization that B, the element B, is just equal to the element C on the same group G. In short, we just simply canceled our A element here on our left side. And this is the left cancellation law as one of the properties of groups. So this again, properties, laws, and theorems. Please subscribe now.